Who was King Æthelbald and what was his role in the history of Wessex? A question shrouded in the mists of time, but today we delve into the annals of history to bring into light the life of this lesser-known monarch. Born the second of 5 sons to King Æthelwulf, Æthelbald's story begins around the mid-9th century. His elder brother Æthelstan, in the year 850, vanquished the Vikings in a historic sea battle, marking the first recorded maritime conflict in English history. However, Æthelstan's star quickly faded, and he seemingly disappeared from historical records, likely meeting an untimely demise in the early 850s. In the ensuing year, Æthelbald and his father, Æthelwulf, scored another victory against the Vikings at the Battle of Aclea. Fast forward to 855, Æthelwulf embarks on a pilgrimage to Rome, entrusting the throne of Wessex to Æthelbald and appointing another son, Æthelbert, as the King of Kent, a region conquered by Wessex 3 decades prior. While Æthelwulf was away, he took the opportunity to court and marry Judith, the 12-year-old daughter of Charles the Bald, the King of the Franks. However, upon his return to England in 856, Æthelwulf found a resistant Æthelbald, who refused to relinquish the throne. The historical accounts vary at this juncture, with some suggesting that Æthelbald retained kingship over Wessex, while Æthelbert ceded Kent to their father. Others propose a division of Wessex itself, with Æthelbald ruling the west and his father the east. Regardless, upon Æthelwulf's death in 858, Æthelbald held on to the Wessex crown. His reign, however, was not without controversy. Æthelbald took his father's widow, Judith, as his wife, an act denounced by Alfred the Great's biographer, Asser, as going against God's prohibition and Christian dignity, and also contrary to the practice of all pagans. Despite such condemnation, the marriage was seemingly accepted in their time. Upon Æthelbald's death in 860, the kingdoms of Wessex and Kent were united under the rule of his brother Æthelbert, never to be separated again. Before we conclude, it's worth mentioning a peculiar aspect of Wessex's royal lineage. When Æthelbald's grandfather, Æthelbald, ascended the throne in 802, the prospect of establishing a lasting dynasty seemed dim. For 2 centuries, 3 families had wrestled for the West Saxon crown, with no son succeeding his father. Æthelbald's claim to the throne was a distant one, as a great-great-grandson of Ingild, King Ina's brother. However, he was considered a descendant of Cerdic, the founder of the West Saxon dynasty, which made him an Ætheling, a prince with a legitimate claim to the throne. Against the odds, Æthelbald's line controlled the kingdom through the 9th and 10th centuries, with all kings being sons of kings. In the early 9th century, England was predominantly under the control of the Anglo-Saxons, with the Midland Kingdom of Mercia dominating the south. In 825, Æthelbald defeated the Mercians at the Battle of Ellendun, ending their supremacy. This alliance was crucial in resisting Viking invasions, which were becoming increasingly frequent. King Æthelbald's tale is one of power, resistance, and at times, controversy. His life and reign, though often overshadowed by more renowned monarchs, played a pivotal role in shaping the history of Wessex, and by extension, England itself.